12th from 9 in the morning until 2 at the El Paso County Judicial Building. Joining us this morning is Kelly Durer and Ariel Beatty with the Justice Center, Colorado Springs, to discuss what will be offered. Good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. First up, walk us through what Family Law Day is for those who might be new to this.
Absolutely. Family Law Day is a free day at the El Paso County Combined Courthouse. It's a day where folks can sign up to do an Ask a Lawyer session where they can have 20 minutes one-on-one with an attorney to talk about any legal issues they might be happening. Of course, this is directed at family law issues specifically.
So when you say family law, what does that encompass?
Yeah, that could be divorce, custody, or in Colorado we call that allocation of parental responsibilities. Could even include things like guardianship matters. It's a pretty broad net, including protection orders or restraining orders as they're sometimes called.
Okay, and then there's going to be workshops or events happening between 9 and 2 that day. What does that look like?
Yeah, there are also classes on the best interests of the children, on enforcement of court orders, and there will be a judicial panel, which is a wonderful chance for people to hear directly from judicial officers about how to present their case and about things that are important for judges to hear.
Vendors will be present. Walk me through the vendors.
Yeah, so we'll have a group of nonprofits and governmental organizations there to kind of present on their services, different things they offer. So that'll include things like child support enforcement services, CASA, Center on Fathering, all kinds of different, again, nonprofits and government organizations that folks can talk to.
Is Family Law Day something that folks need to sign up for in advance, or can they just show up?
They can just show up.
Easy breezy, nothing
Yeah.
too complicated about just showing up. What are some of the big issues that you see inside of family law that will be addressed on this Friday?
Yeah, a big issue is just that it's really complex sometimes to navigate the court system without an attorney. And our goal is to help folks understand sort of what they need to know just to navigate that process and to represent themselves and represent themselves effectively, especially if there are issues like danger or domestic violence occurring.
So a lot of key issues you guys will be touching on, providing information. Is there one bit of information that you could give folks at home about Family Law Day that if they don't attend, they can take away today? Kind of a big, broad scope question inside of family law, which of course is very broad in itself.
Yeah,
That's a curveball question.
That is a curveball. I'm ready for it. So basically, you don't have to have a lawyer. Of course, it helps to have a lawyer in a family law case, but there are a lot of resources and services out there to help folks navigate the legal process in family law without a lawyer. So they're in a situation where they feel like they need a divorce, custody, or protection, or there are a lot of resources, and if they seek them out, they can get the help they need without having to pay a lawyer to necessarily to help them.
Are there low cost opportunities to work with lawyers inside of that scope? If say you need a divorce, but hey, you don't make a ton of money, you're needing help out there, what resources are available for the community?
So we're both with Colorado Legal Services, which it provides low-income attorneys for folks who qualify. We do have limited staff, but folks can apply for services and we can assist them. We primarily assist victims of domestic violence, and there are a few other factors, but that's our primary factor. There's also the Justice Center, which aims to place individuals with pro bono attorneys who are donating their time, or something called the Modest Means Program for folks who make a little bit more money, but not enough really to pay for a private attorney. Maybe they can get a reduced cost attorney.
Okay, thank you so much for being here with us. Yes,
I
word.
was just going to say, and there's also clinics around town.
Yes, thank you.
Call a lawyer, email a lawyer, or ask a lawyer with the Justice Center. So those are other opportunities that people can just get some advice from attorneys just if they need it.
Okay, then Family Law Day, of course, is going to be this Friday. Let's put that information up on the screen really quick so you at home can take notes for what you can expect. There it is, June 12th, 9 to 2. Panel opportunities. There will be vendors. A lot of questions will be answered. So thank you so much for being here with us. We're going to have more news, weather, birthdays straight ahead too. Stay with us.